Maximum alert, Commanders Nation. What's happening in Washington right now is historic, and you need to know about it now. The franchise is living an epic moment we haven't seen in over 30 years. 4 Warriors from our roster just accomplished something that felt impossible and has the entire NFL in shock. You won't believe who these Tetons rewriting history are. And as if that wasn't enough, this weekend we've got a clash of Titans that could define our entire season. 2 players with an explosive rivalry are going head-to-head in Tampa Bay, and let me tell you, sparks are going to fly. The tension is so intense that even NFL legends are weighing in. But wait, the most incredible part is yet to come. The experts are still doubting us with odds that are going to make you furious. But we've got some explosive data that shows exactly why they might be dead wrong. Do not dare to miss a single second of this video because every detail is crucial to understanding why these Commanders are different. Let me tell you something about these Commanders, and when I say something, I mean something big. Do you know how long it's been since we had 4 All-Pro players? It's been since 1991. The last time this happened, some of you weren't even born yet, and let me tell you, we are witnessing history in real time. But before we dive in, you need to grasp the magnitude of what's happening here. When a franchise goes over 30 years without achieving something like this, it's not just luck, it's a cultural shift. Let's talk about these 4 giants one by one, because each one deserves their moment. First, Bobby Wagner, 11 straight All-Pro selections. Can you even process that? 11. Let me ask you, how many linebackers in NFL history have maintained this level of excellence for this long? I'll tell you this much. You can count on one hand the players who've pulled off that feat. Wagner isn't just a player, he's an institution. Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry, finally getting the recognition he deserves. And I've been shouting this from the mountaintops for years. This man has been performing magic with different quarterbacks, different offensive coordinators, and now the world sees it. His first All-Pro selection, but I promise you, it won't be his last. Frankie Louvu, let's talk about a breakout. When he arrived, some doubted him. Not me. And do you know why? Because I saw what Dan Quinn saw, a player who lives and breathes football. The energy he brings to the team is contagious. Have you seen how he electrifies the stadium every time he makes a play? He's pure fire. And Austin Ekeler, what a pickup. He's not just an elite running back, now he's all-pro as a returner. How many players can boast that kind of versatility? Let me tell you, when you've got a player who can impact the game in multiple ways, you've got a secret weapon. But here is what's most important, so listen carefully. This weekend, we're heading to Tampa Bay. The playoffs are waiting. And I ask you, what good is this recognition if we don't turn it into wins in January? The last time we had 4 All-Pro players was in 1991, and that year, well, true fans know what happened. But this is 2025, and these Commanders are different. This team is hungry. Dan Quinn said it best. I am incredibly proud of these guys. But do you know what I am proud of? Seeing this franchise finally building something special, something lasting. And now, let me be completely honest with you. This All-Pro recognition is great, but I am telling you, it's just the beginning. Because when you've got players of this caliber, led by a coach like Quinn, and backed by a fan base like ours, the sky is the limit. So now my question for you, and I want you to seriously think about this. Are you ready to see these Commanders make history? Because I'll tell you this, Tampa Bay better be ready. When you've got 4 All-Pros, hungry for glory, anything is possible. Now, listen closely because this is big. We're about to witness one of the most explosive showdowns in playoff history, Martian Lattimore versus Mike Evans. And let me tell you, this is more than just a game, it's personal. You want to talk about rivalries? Let me tell you something about these 2 warriors. When Lattimore was in New Orleans, every matchup with Evans was like watching a live WWE match. Pure fire. And now, in the playoffs, with everything on the line, this is going to be epic. But hold on a second. Do you know what Richard Sherman said about this matchup? Sherman, a man who knows his stuff, says Evans is in the zone. But let me ask you this. Does it matter when Lattimore has his number? Look at these stats. Jason McCourty tells us Evans averages only listing up 2.6 catches and 43.6 yards across 13 games against Lattimore. That's not a coincidence, that's domination. But here is the interesting part, and I need you to pay attention. Lattimore has only played 2 games with the Commanders. Is he rusty? Maybe. Has he been dealing with a hamstring injury? Yes. But I am telling you this, when it's personal, the stats don't matter. And let's talk about why the Commanders brought in Lattimore. It wasn't by chance. They brought him in for these moments when you need someone to go one-on-one with the best wide receivers in the league. And do you know what? There is no bigger stage than the playoffs in prime time. But this showdown isn't just about Lattimore and Evans. It's about TWO teams fighting to move forward in the playoffs. It's about the Commanders proving they're true contenders. So I ask you, what better way to prove it than with a win in Tampa Bay? The key here, and listen closely because this is crucialis. Who will keep their cool? Because let me tell you something, in the past, these two have lost their tempers. They've been ejected. They've gotten into fights. But this is the playoffs. You can't afford to lose control. And here is my prediction, because I know you've been waiting for it. This showdown will define the game. If Lattimore can hold Evans back like he's done historically, the Commanders have an excellent chance of moving forward. But if Evans breaks free well, it could be a long night in Tampa. But now I ask you, Commanders fans, do you trust that Lattimore can keep his dominance over Evans even after his injury? Or will this be the moment Evans finally breaks the curse? Let me tell you something about the odds. And when I say something, I mean something incredible. Plus 4,500 to win the Super Bowl? That's it? Ha! Let me tell you this, they have no idea what's coming their way. You want to talk about turnarounds? Let me take you back to the start of the season. Plus 15,000, 15,000. Only the Patriots, Panthers, and Giants had worse odds. And where are they now? Watching the playoffs from home. But wait a second, remember what everyone was saying during the preseason? The Niners and Chiefs in the Super Bowl. The Cowboys and Jets are favorites. And I ask you this, where are the Jets now? Where are those experts that doubted us? 12 wins and 5 losses. Do you know how many experts predicted that? Known. And not just that, the way we won. Hail Marys, heroic defensive plays, last-second touchdown passes. This is holy wood on the gritty run. And let's talk about Dan Quinn for a second. This man is something special. When he says, we're gonna fight like hell, let me tell you this, believe him. Because he's transformed this franchise faster than it takes to say goodbye, Dan Snyder. Yes, we're underdogs against Tampa Bay. Yes, we have a rookie quarterback. Yes, we lost to them in the regular season. But I ask you this, haven't they underestimated us all year? Isn't that exactly what's made us stronger? And here is the most important thing, listen to me carefully. It's been 20 years since we last won a playoff game. 20 years! But I am telling you this, streaks are meant to be broken. And what better time than now? 3-point underdogs for Sunday? Perfect! Because when you've got a team that's been defying odds all season, winning in ways that defy logic, with a coach who breathes fire, the odds mean nothing. And here is my final prediction. That plus 4,500 to win the Super Bowl, save this video. Because when we're in New Orleans next month hoisting the Lombardi Trophy, I want you to remember who told you not to underestimate these Commanders. But now I ask you, do you believe in miracles? Because I am telling you this, what we're witnessing in Washington is more than a miracle's destiny. What do you think? Are we really underdogs, or should the rest of the league be scared of us? Let me know your thoughts below. Commanders family. After analyzing all this crucial news about our team, I need you to pause for a moment and reflect with me. Are you ready to witness how these Commanders are rewriting their history right before our eyes? The Lattimore-Evans showdown has us on the edge of our seats. And let's be honest with each other. Do you truly believe Lattimore will hold his historic dominance? Or are we about to witness the turning point in this rivalry? The answer might define our destiny this season. And speaking of destiny, having everyone underestimate us might just be our greatest weapon. You know what? Maybe being the underdogs is exactly what we need to shock the world. Family, this channel is our battleground, where every comment and every opinion builds our community. If you are not part of this family yet, now's the time. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join the conversation in the comments. Together we're stronger, and every week we come here to live and breathe Commanders. And remember, hail to the Redskins!